What's up, vinyl community? Cliff, the vinyl cheapskate here. Got a nice chunk of stuff to show you guys today. Well, there's one of them's up there. But anyway, yeah, got a nice chunk of stuff to show you today. A lot of punk stuff. Today I'm going to do a nice little shout out to some distros too. I'm going to give you guys some distros to check out that are smaller distros. Not all of them are smaller distros. Some of them are smaller distros. Everybody knows like the Grave Mistakes, Sorry State, you know, all those ones. And if you don't, check them out too because they're really good. They're huge, good stuff. They know the Nuclear War Nows, the Hell's Headbangers if you're a metal guy. Rock guys, you just do Discogs, I think. I don't know where to buy rock albums that doesn't Discogs, but that's probably the best place. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from distros and record shops this time around, and I'll shout out the record shops too. But yeah, check out distros. Check out as many as you can because a lot of them have stuff that you're looking for. This one I just went to the other day, had a bunch of stuff that I've been had one 7-inch I was looking for, and I couldn't find it anywhere. It popped up on this, and I got the last copy of it, which I was super stoked about. But anyway, let's get started on showing some records. Hope everybody's having a good time, good week. Everybody has gonna have a great weekend. But let's get started. Let's show some records. I'll start off with the stuff I found at shops, and this is pretty much an all punk vinyl finds video. I've got one rock record, but all the punk stuff that I did get is there's not all of it, but most of it. It's heavy hitters for me. Because got some Japanese hardcore, some Swedish hardcore, some Finnish hardcore for you, Tommy. But anyway, cheers everybody. Have a little dab will do ya. Alright, let's get started here. Like I said, I'll start off with the rock record. And this one was a heavy hitter for me. So, pick this bad boy up. Damien self-titled album. This is a good hard rockin' 70s album. A little bit of psych on there, but mainly hard rockin' stuff, like 70s style hard rock. But really good, catchy tunes. This was an album that's been on my hit list for a while, and when I saw it show up at a shop, even though it has somebody's nice big signature from Mr. John Stilts on there, still happy to have this in the collection. The record's perfect, except for this writing in the little hole here. This is like a perfect album cover almost. Tiny bit of ring wear, but this is a great looking record. Super stoked to have this. And it said as is on the sleeve. But yeah, Damien. Start off with that. That's the rock one. If you haven't heard this, you should check it out. I think that instead of doing the links to the music in the bottom this time, I'm going to do links to any of the distros that I mentioned. So yeah, we'll start off with the record store ones. So that was the first one. That was found at Tracks on Wax in Baltimore. Catonsville, right outside of Baltimore. Not Baltimore, it's in Catonsville, right outside of Baltimore. Sick record. Was super happy to find that. It was in the new arrivals bin, and it was a little pricier than I like to go, but I went for it anyway. Now, next up, I got a bunch of stuff from my stomping grounds, and they actually had stickers this time. They gave me a new sticker, Celebrated Summer in Baltimore. It's a great shop if you're ever in Baltimore and you like punk hardcore. Really anything. They've really expanded over the last couple of years, and they have a little bit of everything now. They've got a huge jazz section, huge rock section, huge punk section. Then they also have like an indie section. They have a small metal section, and they've got like pop stuff too. So check out Celebrated Summer if you like this kind of stuff. But that kind of stuff. So check them out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry, I had to flip the record. But to show you what I got from Celebrated Summer Records. First thing I picked up, this one, I saw it in new releases and I had to grab it. No Class. Here Comes Trouble. No Mess, No Fuss, No Class, baby. This is what you hear right now. Literally, it's what you hear right now. It's like an oi type thing. I think these guys are from Australia? But killer pub rock style oi. This is just fucking excellent. Such a good little EP. This is the second time listening to this. I listened to it as soon as I brought it home. It was the first one I popped on. But yeah, killer artwork, No Class. If you like what you hear here, then pick this up. Great stuff. And I picked up another Blood Pressure record. Blood Pressure is from Pittsburgh. Not for last time I said they were from somewhere else, but they're not from where I said last time. They're from Pittsburgh. But super good. Really hard-hitting, hardcore punk stuff. Great, really good. Pittsburgh killing it right now, but this is great stuff. Another, well, these are all pretty new. Blood Pressure is not very new. Got some Japanese hardcore. Forward from Japan. Just like I said, Japanese hardcore. I haven't heard this one yet, and I haven't listened to it yet, but I like everything I've heard by Forward so far. And this is their newest EP, so I'm sure it's good. I just haven't had a chance to throw it on yet. Lyrics and stuff inside. I think they've put out a full length the same time, almost the same time as this, and I haven't heard that yet either. But if I find it, I'm gonna grab it. But yeah, Forward, killer Japanese punk. It's great stuff. A lot of people I know have been raving about this record, this Public Acid record. Condemnation. And since they had it, and this was the last copy they had up in the shop, I just grabbed it. Like I said, I haven't listened to this yet either, but a lot of people that I trust their opinion on punk and hardcore stuff have suggested this to me, and I saw it there and I was picking some stuff up anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll grab it and check it out. So I'm sure it's good. I couldn't. And this is another one that I picked up kind of blind because it was only $3, and I haven't listened to it yet. But a lot of people have. I heard some of their full length, and I haven't listened to this 7-inch yet. But Rigorous Institution, more hardcore punk stuff, and the Penton EP. So excited to hear this too. And one more from Celebrated Summer, and that's it. But here's one I was super excited about, and this one's a shout out to you, Tommy. Tavit Kurdet. I know I probably pronounced that wrong, and I'm sorry, but I've wanted this for a while. I kept looking over it, and it's kind of like I kept looking over it. I wanted it the year it came out. It came out like 20. I think this was re-released in like 2020 or something. But I kept looking past it, not picking it up, and then it was like getting harder and harder to find. And then this showed up in the used new arrivals at Celebrated Summer, and I was just like, I'm gonna get it. And then what this is, it's a collection of EPs. Yeah, see, it's a collection of EPs. There's the rundown, if you can see it. Can we get it to focus? Yeah, there's the rundown of the EPs that are on there, and there's an LP on there too. couple 12 inches. They crammed a lot on this disc. But I'm pretty stoked to have it. Came with a nice lyric sheet. It's on black vinyl. That's cool. I like that. Maybe I'll put that in a frame. Put it in my record room here. But yeah, that's what I got from the Celebrating Summer. All right. You know what? Let's put this on. We'll listen to the, or let's put this on. I haven't listened to this yet. We're gonna put this on now and check it out. I'll be right back. Okay, this No Class came on a nice gray vinyl. This was what we were listening to last, that No Class EP. So if you like it, find it. Put that away. Next up, I'm gonna start. It's pretty much all distro stuff and then one. But we'll do the one that's not distro stuff and I'll end out with the distro stuff. How about that? You like my willy-nilly way of doing videos here? Of course you do, or you wouldn't be here every week. Or for the first time. And still hanging out. Anyway, let's start off with one more. I picked this up from Bandcamp. And this was kind of like a spur-of-the-moment purchase. La Peste, Better Off Dead LP with the Better Off Dead EP on it and a collection of like studio stuff and a live track. This is pretty sweet. It's pretty good. Apparently somebody found 20 copies of these in their basement, and then what was it, Wharf? I forget the label, whatever label, not this label, it's not this label, but the record label put this up on their thing. What is it, Wharf Cat or something like that? Wharf Cat Records or something like that. But they put up a bunch of copies of these, and as soon as I saw this go up, I was like, that's gonna sell out, I'm gonna buy it now. It was like 20 bucks or something like that, so not too bad, plus shipping. And I've wanted this EP for a while, and I knew that I probably wouldn't find it, so I grabbed this. But this is pretty sick. It's got the single from 1978, and then it's got a bunch of other stuff on it. So this is the rundown on that, if you could see it. Track listing. Pretty sick. There's the labels, black vinyl, one side, and there's the other side. Pretty cool stuff. La Peste is really cool. That Better Off Dead single is freaking stellar stuff. But I'm excited to have this one in there. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff that are like, to me, heavy hitters to me, at least. Now we're gonna start off and go to the first distro. And this is a distro I've never heard of before. A friend of mine said, hey, this distro, Slug Salt, I don't know if you can see the logo there, but it's a little salt shaker with a slug on it. Slug Salt has this record, the Poison Ruin single, the new Poison Ruin single. And this keeps selling out every time it pops up anywhere. I don't know if it's super limited, or if it's just people are buying it up that fast. But he told me that, and I went and grabbed it, and this was the last copy they had, so I got it just in time. It's on Roach Leg Records. And this Poison Idea, why do you keep saying Poison Idea? This Poison Ruin record is awesome. Just as good as the full length, except, just not as much. Same stuff, just kind of like synthy, post-punk, with a little bit of oi mixed in. It's fucking excellent. Like, probably one of my favorite newer bands that I've heard in a long time. But this stuff is excellent. If you can find any of the Poison Ruin stuff, get it. There's a tape that I want to. They put out a rehearsal tape or something. They put out a tape and I didn't get it. And now I really want it. But good luck. I don't know, I can never find this band stuff. But yeah, cool. Just basic labels. Basic white labels. So yeah, there's something else in here too. Oh, these are lyrics. Lyric sheet. Super sick. And the guy said he wasn't in town that week, so it took him a little bit to ship it. So he sent me a free EP. This Red Delicious band. This is pretty good. It's just like kind of straightforward, raw, hardcore stuff. Not bad at all. It was really good, and I'm happy to have it now. And I'm glad that he sent me this, because I probably, just basing on the cover, which, you know, I shouldn't do, but I do, unless somebody told me it was good, I probably would pass this over. Cool little insert with the lyrics on the other side. Or no, this is just not lyrics, it's like thank yous and stuff. Pretty sick. But Red Delicious, I'd say if you like raw, kind of vicious hardcore, this is pretty freaking good. That's the first distro. I will be back after I flip the record with the next distro. All right, next distro. It's a smaller distro. I think they're relatively new. I'm not sure, but oh, it's not one of them. Relatively new, but not super new. Well, no, this is a different one. This distro that I'm talking about now, they've been doing it for a while, actually, now that I think about it. But Revolt Records out of Philadelphia. This is a guy that I know a little bit. He's friends with a ton of my friends, and he sells killer hardcore punk stuff. He's always getting new stuff. He just did an update yesterday or today, so check his stuff out. He's got a lot of really cool stuff on there. He's got a bunch of the bolt thrower peel session, which are super tempting to me. He's got a bunch of stuff on there that's really good. Like, he focuses on more like raw hardcore punk, like crusty punk stuff, but he has a little bit of everything punk wise, and it's, I'm not gonna say a little bit of everything besides that. He's all punk. So if you want like punk hardcore records, Revolt Records, great distro. His shipping's a little pricey, but I find things that I can't find anywhere there. Like this bootleg of Deathside and Chaos UK. I saw this pop up, and I've been on the hunt for this Deathside Chaos UK for years now. Years. And yes, it's a boot, which is fine. Or a boot unofficial. I don't know if it's a boot so much as it's unofficial. It's on Noise Not Music Records. So I don't think it's completely a boot. I don't know. I don't know if it's official or not. It says unofficial on Discogs. Deathside Chaos UK. Deathside classic Japanese. Burning Spirits hardcore. Probably one of the best that's ever done that style, in my opinion. They're probably the most well-known, though, too. So maybe that's why. I think they're one of the best, but they're very, very good. Excellent stuff. I prefer the Deathside side of this over the Chaos UK, but the Chaos UK side is also very good. Much better than I expected it to be, because they can be kind of hit or miss after their like initial classic stuff. Their early stuff is spotless, but their stuff like into the 90s and stuff can get a little spotty, but this was excellent. So I'm super happy to have this. Chaos UK. Japan meets England. Excellent stuff. And I also got this, and I've been looking for this for a while. Paranoid Satagria. Yeah, that's how you say it. Why not? But this is cool. He had this for a good price, and I've been looking for it, and I was like, shit, I never see that anywhere anymore. It's on Southern Lord. It's Southern Lord pressing. So it's got the weird, like, it's got this weird tear off thing. So. Pretty sweet. But yeah, that's first distro. Revolt Records, man. They put out, they release albums too, and their releases are really good as well. So check them out if you get a chance. Support a dude who's a good dude. Anyway, next up, we're gonna do. I bought one from this distro, and this is from Nuclear War Now. This one is certainly a boot. Nuclear War Now is a metal label. They're like a big distro, but they always have really good stuff. But yeah, I picked up this Black Uniforms Faces of Death. Black Uniforms is a hardcore punk. They're Swedish. They do like a mix between, like a dead middle between like thrashy hardcore and heavy metal stuff. This is fucking great. And I've been looking for this forever too. It's a lyric sheet inside. This is a pretty well done beat. I think it was worth the cash I spent. But yeah, really cool. And we'll go the other way. But yeah, excellent stuff. I very much enjoy myself. Nuclear War Now is all metal, basically. So, if that's what you're looking for, they'll probably have it, for sure. Alright, let me put another record on. I'll be right back. Back! So, this is that Red Delicious album that I was talking about. Alright, last distro that I got stuff from. This is a really good one. Another one that does pretty much all punk and hardcore. They have a little bit of metal. I actually got a couple metal records from them before too. But that's General Speech Records. I think they also have, they put out one record that I know of. They put out a Blaze from Japan, and that's excellent too. I don't have that yet, and I'm sleeping on that, but I need to pick it up. But General Speech, they also do a zine that's really cool, and it focuses a lot on Japanese hardcore stuff. This guy gets really cool, like, represses of, like, really obscure stuff, but all really, really good. Not all really obscure stuff. You get some regular, like, Verukers, stuff like that. But it's all good, like, solid punk rock stuff. I don't know where he gets some of his stuff, but the record I picked up from him today is total grail status for me. And I was so happy to have been able to get a copy of this. But anyway, it's this Stop Jab Naked, the Naked mix from the Stalin. Hold on, I have to turn this down. My wife's gonna get on a call. I'll be right back. Anyway, Stalin, Stop Jab Naked. I don't have a regular mix of this. That's another one I need. But when I saw this pop up, I was like, I knew I needed it. So I saw him put it on Instagram, and I had missed that. But he had emailed me and said, hey, I'm gonna get more copies. Do you want me to put you on a waiting list? And I was like, yes, I do. So he got me on the waiting list. When he got these, he emailed me back, let me know, hey, I got these. It's this much money. Just let me know if you still want it. And I was like, yes, I certainly do. So, came with this nice inner sleeve. And the Stalin are classic Japanese punk stuff. They flirt a little with hardcore on the earlier stuff, but then go kind of more into like a post-punky type sound later on, which still fits them, and all of their music is stellar. I love the Stalin. One of my favorite Japanese bands by far. Uh, came with this extra little 7-inch as well. Uh, I highly suggest if you have not gotten into the Stalin, even if you don't like Japanese even if you're not like a super Japanese hardcore nerd like me or like some other people are too, uh, the Stalin is like essential stuff. Like I just think that they're essential punk in general. They're just so much attitude, snotty, uh, hard rocking riffs, just everything you want in a punk band. The Stalin delivers in spades. So this is any version of this you could find or listen to. I would say just do it. It's fucking excellent. But anyway, that's it. Check out General Speech. Check out General Speech. Check out Slug Salt. Uh, check out Revolt Records. Revolt Records is very good. Another one that I've ordered from before. I just found this sticker. I put it in. It was in my stack of stickers, so I'm gonna show it and give them a shout out. No Norms Records, another good distro from the United States that's puts out really good stuff. So distros are an essential part of punk rock. It's very DIY. It's grassroots. You know, you're supporting a person directly by buying things from them. So it's really excellent. So instead of doing, if anybody's doing like Amazon or, I mean, Discogs is cool too, doing the same thing. It's just a little different setup. But if you could support a small, very small local business, a lot of these guys are doing it like just out of their basements and garages, and they're just trying to get music out to share music they love with other people. And I think it's awesome. So check out some local distros or even not local distros. We're on the World Wide Web now. It's easy. Anyway, cheers. Have a good weekend, everybody.